Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. Are you appearing for an interview and feeling low? Are you nervous? Having a thought that you won't be able to present well? Don't worry, I have a solution for you. In this video, I'll let you know some etiquettes that can help you positively clear the interview. So without wasting much time, let's begin. Wear a smile. It is a great way to show to the interviewer that you have similar interest in the job and the company. It also shows that you have good potential to be fresh, new addition to the team. Be confident. Your confidence should be reflected on your face with your smile. Candidates appearing with a nervous and tense facial expression makes the interview more difficult for them. They mess up even with simple questions, making things worse for them. So be relaxed and appear confident. Read or know your CV well, as most of the experience based questions will be asked using it. So, in case if you have mentioned about your previous project, been working as an automation test engineer, maintaining frameworks for Selenium WebDriver, Java, or mobile automation, be prepared to have scenario based questions on those stuff that you have already mentioned in the CV. So, it would be good if you can refer all those experience and the statements that you have mentioned in your CV, claiming that you have so and so experience and skills. Don't make false claims about your skills and experience. In my experience, I have seen many folks adding up skills and experience just because they want to grab the job. Do not make such a mistake of showing false experience as well as skills. If you are learning those skills, mention that you are learning, so it would be good for the interviewer as well as you to explain certain parts in your CV that you are working on those stuff and you would be ready to be working on those respective skills soon. Listen carefully. This is the most important part, like in a conversation. Before you make an answer, before you like answer to the interviewer, make sure that you let him complete everything that he wants to say. Listening carefully might help you well, because at the time where the interviewer is asking certain questions, if you listen it carefully, you will be able to answer those questions effectively as well as with proper description and explanation. Do not just listen to reply. Understand and pay attention. So most of the times, I have seen in my experience, like when I was asking a question related to Selenium WebDriver, before I completed, the candidate would start jumping on and start answering that question. This should not happen. You should listen carefully what the interviewer is actually asking you, and then based on his question, go ahead and answer to that respective query. It will help you answer more efficiently, and also the interviewer might be interested in knowing more about your skills and experience on that respective question that was asked. Think about the question. Ask for clarification. Now, once the interviewer asks something, most of the candidates just try to answer that respective question. Why don't you take on some clarification with respect to the question that was asked? So if you are not sure what that question is about, you might go deeper into and ask a more relevant questions respective to that question that was asked by the interviewer. So for example, if you're not knowing about some domain thing like capital market domain, and there's an interview question related to that stuff, you might ask about what kind of query that particular question refers to. Is there something more that you need to ask about? And if you have some queries, doubts, make sure you clear them before you go ahead and answer those queries. Explain your thoughts using a diagram. It helps showcase your thoughts easily. Now, this point applies to two different areas. First, when it's a kind of a coding challenge or a programming round where you need to showcase your logical thinking skills. And if you can explain it using a flow chart or a kind of a approach that you would be using for explaining those coding things, how would you approach solving that respective coding problem that has been given to you? How would you approach to that problem statement? This would be easier to explain using a diagram. The other part where you can explain this is, for example, you have been asked a kind of a end-to-end test journey. How would you respectively test that journey? Then you can also prepare a diagram saying that I would be testing this component first, then moving on to the next component, and finally moving on to the final component where I would be verifying the respective reports, data, and so on. And this diagram showcasing actually helps make you understand the things clear to the interviewer, as well as he would be also grasping some of the good things that you have, that analytical as well as the showcasing skills as well. Try to explain your answer by providing an example, not just by answering the theoretical bookish knowledge. Like, if, for example, if you are being asked about regression testing, retesting, you've been asked about sanity testing, smoke testing, you can mention or give a kind of an example from your previous experience, how you approach towards retesting and regression testing, how you do perform the sanity testing, and so on. So giving a kind of example, attaching an example to your theoretical statements actually makes it more robust, and the interviewer might understand it very well, and you would be able to make it understand clearer to the interviewer or the panel sitting out there on the opposite side of your table. To try and implement these points when you appear for next interview and see how things change for you. Thank you for watching. Do like, subscribe, and share this video among the network.